What if you could achieve more by doing less? It's the power of the 80/20th principle. This principle, also known as the Pareto Principle, suggests that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. Imagine the possibilities if you could identify and focus on that crucial 20%. This video will unpack the 80/20th principle and explore how it can revolutionize your work and personal life. Get ready to unlock a new level of efficiency. Richard Koch's The 80/20th Principle introduces a powerful concept. A small percentage of your efforts yield the majority of your results. It's about strategic focus and identifying the 20% of your actions that generate 80% of your successes. Think about your workday. Are all tasks created equal? Probably not. Some tasks move the needle significantly while others barely make a dent. The 80/20th Principle encourages you to identify those high-impact tasks. This principle applies to various aspects of life, from business to personal relationships. Imagine achieving more at work with less stress and deeper connections with loved ones with less effort. It's about prioritizing the vital few over the trivial many. The 80/20th Principle helps you analyze your efforts and identify areas where you can maximize your return on investment. The 80/20th Principle is not just a theory, it's a universal law. It manifests in nature, economics, and even in our daily lives. Think about your wardrobe. You probably wear 20% of your clothes 80% of the time. This principle is about leverage and understanding where your efforts have the greatest impact. Imagine a garden. You wouldn't water all plants equally, you'd focus on the ones that yield the most fruit. The 80/20th Principle is about applying this same logic to your work and personal life. By identifying your high-impact 20%, you can streamline your efforts. You can eliminate unnecessary tasks and focus on what truly drives results. This allows you to achieve more with less stress and greater efficiency. Putting the 80/20th Principle into practice requires introspection. Start by tracking your time. What activities consume most of your day? Which of these activities contribute the most to your overall goals? Next, look at your results. Which accomplishments are you most proud of? Which activities led to those accomplishments? Don't be afraid to experiment. Try focusing more time and energy on your identified 20%. Observe the impact on your overall productivity and results. Refine your approach as needed. This is an ongoing process of optimization. Working smarter, not harder, is the key. In the business world, the 80/20 Principle can be a game changer. It allows companies to streamline their operations, focus on their most profitable activities, and maximize their return on investment. Think about your product line. Are all products equally profitable? Identify the 20% of products or services that generate 80% of your revenue. Once identified, these high-impact offerings should be prioritized. Invest more resources in their development, marketing, and sales. This principle also applies to customer relationships. Identify your top 20% of clients who generate the most revenue. Streamlining your operations based on the 80/20 principle can lead to significant improvements in efficiency and profitability. It's about working smarter, not harder. Not all customers are created equal. Some contribute significantly more to your bottom line than others. The 80/20 principle suggests that 80% of your revenue likely comes from just 20% of your customer base. Identify these key clients and focus on building strong relationships with them. Provide personalized service, anticipate their needs, and go the extra mile to ensure their satisfaction. By focusing on your most valuable customers, you can maximize your return on investment. Happy customers are your best marketing tool. This targeted approach allows you to allocate your resources more effectively. This leads to greater efficiency and profitability. Just as with customers, not all products contribute equally to your revenue. The 80/20 principle suggests that 80% of your sales likely come from just 20% of your products or services. Identify these key offerings and focus on maximizing their impact. Invest in research and development to improve their features and functionality. Consider streamlining your product line by phasing out underperforming products. This allows you to focus your resources on the products that generate the most revenue. By prioritizing your most profitable products, you can optimize your inventory management, reduce production costs, and improve your overall profitability. It's about making strategic decisions based on data and analysis. Marketing efforts can be significantly enhanced by applying the 80-20 principle. Identify the 20% of your marketing channels that generate 80% of your leads or sales. Focus your resources on these channels. Instead of spreading your budget thin across multiple platforms, concentrate on the ones that deliver the best results. Tailor your messaging to resonate with your target audience. Understand their needs, pain points, and aspirations. Craft compelling content that speaks directly to them. By focusing your marketing efforts on the most effective channels and tailoring your message to your ideal customer, you can maximize your return on investment. It's about precision and targeting. The 80-20 principle isn't just for business. It's a powerful tool for personal productivity. Think about your daily tasks. Which 20% of your activities contribute most to your overall goals and well-being? Identify them. Once you've pinpointed your high-impact activities, prioritize them. Schedule them during your peak productivity hours. Eliminate or delegate less important tasks. Focus your energy where it matters most. This might involve creating a prioritized to-do list, setting clear boundaries, and learning to say no to distractions. By streamlining your day and focusing on your most productive activities, you can achieve more in less time. Work smarter, not harder. The 80-20 principle can also enhance your personal relationships. Consider your social circle. Which 20% of your relationships bring you the most joy, support, and fulfillment? Nurture these connections. Invest time and energy in the relationships that truly matter. Make an effort to connect regularly, offer support, and express appreciation. Consider setting boundaries with relationships that drain your energy or bring negativity. It's not about cutting people out of your life, but about prioritizing the relationships that uplift and inspire you. By focusing on your most meaningful relationships, you can cultivate deeper connections and experience greater joy. Quality over quantity is key. The 80-20 principle can be applied to your pursuit of happiness. Think about your leisure activities. Which 20% of these activities bring you the most joy and fulfillment? Prioritize them. Make time for the activities that make you happy, whether it's reading, spending time in nature, pursuing a hobby, or connecting with loved ones. Consider reducing or eliminating activities that drain your energy or don't bring you joy. This creates space for the activities that truly enrich your life and contribute to your overall well-being. By prioritizing joyful activities, you can increase your happiness levels and reduce stress. It's about making time for what truly matters to you. Live a more fulfilling life. The 80-20 principle can be a powerful tool for self-improvement. Think about your habits. Which 20% of your habits contribute most to your personal growth and well-being? Focus on these. Identify the habits that have the greatest positive impact on your life, such as exercise, healthy eating, mindfulness, or continuous learning. Make these habits a priority. Consider breaking bad habits that hinder your progress. Replace them with positive habits that support your goals and contribute to your overall well-being. By focusing on high-impact habits, you can accelerate your personal growth and improve your health. Small changes can lead to big results. One common misconception about the 80-20 principle is that it's about achieving perfect balance in all areas of life. This is a myth. The principle is about prioritizing, not balancing. It's about understanding that you can't do everything equally well. Trying to achieve perfect balance can lead to burnout and frustration. Instead of spreading yourself thin, focus on the areas where you can make the biggest impact. Identify your strengths and prioritize those areas. The 80-20 principle encourages you to identify your most important priorities and allocate your resources accordingly. The key is to be intentional about your choices and focus on what truly matters most to you at this stage of your life. Prioritization is key. Another potential pitfall is analysis paralysis. Overthinking the 80-20 principle can lead to inaction. Don't get bogged down in trying to identify the perfect 20%. Start with a reasonable estimate. The 80-20 principle is about continuous improvement, not perfection. Start by identifying the activities that seem to generate the most significant results. Then track your progress and refine your approach as needed. The goal is to find a system that helps you prioritize your efforts and achieve more with less. Don't let overthinking prevent you from taking action. Applying the 80-20 principle often requires saying no to certain opportunities or activities. This can trigger the fear of missing out, or FOMO. It's important to remember that focus is not about what you're missing out on, but what you're gaining. By saying no to less important activities, you create space for the things that truly matter. You create opportunities to excel in your chosen areas of focus. You gain time, energy, and clarity. Remind yourself of your priorities and the benefits of focus. The 80-20 principle is about maximizing your impact, not spreading yourself too thin. Embrace the power of focus. The 80-20 principle is not a one-time fix, it's an ongoing process. Consistency is key to maintaining momentum and reaping the long-term benefits of this powerful principle. Make it a habit to regularly review your activities and identify your high-impact 20%. As your priorities and circumstances change, your 20% may also shift. Regular review is essential. Track your progress and celebrate your successes. This will help you stay motivated and committed to the process. Embrace the process of continuous improvement and enjoy the rewards of achieving more with less. Consistency is your ally. The 80-20 principle has fueled countless business successes. A software company found 80% of revenue came from 20% of features. They focused on key features, boosting customer satisfaction and profitability. A retail company saw 80% of sales from 20% of customers. They rewarded top customers with exclusive discounts. A marketing agency focused on high-performing channels, optimizing campaigns. These stories show the power of the 80-20 principle in business. The 80-20 principle isn't just for businesses. It can transform personal lives as well. Consider the story of a busy professional who realized 80% of his stress came from 20% of his daily tasks. He delegated or eliminated those low-impact tasks, freeing up time and energy for his family and hobbies. Another example is a student who discovered 80% of her learning came from 20% of her study time. She focused on those high-impact study methods, such as active recall and spaced repetition. A homemaker realized that 80% of her household chores could be completed in 20% of the time by streamlining her routines and eliminating unnecessary tasks. These personal transformations demonstrate the versatility of the 80-20 principle. By applying this principle to various aspects of life, individuals can reduce stress and improve productivity, achieve greater happiness and fulfillment. Creative breakthroughs, maximizing artistic output. The 80-20 principle can unlock creative breakthroughs. A writer found 80% of his output came from 20% of his writing time. He scheduled writing blocks during peak hours, eliminating distractions. This increased his productivity. These breakthroughs show the power of the 80-20 principle in unlocking artistic potential. Section 4, Financial Freedom, Achieving More with Less. The 80-20 principle can also be applied to personal finance. Identify key spending areas and reduce costs. This leads to increased savings. Focus on top-performing investments. Maximize investment growth, streamline product offerings, boost profits, and simplify operations. Achieve greater financial freedom and security. Embrace the power of focus. The 80-20 principle offers a powerful framework for achieving more with less. It's about working smarter, not harder. Focus on activities that generate the greatest results. Maximize your impact. Identify your high-impact 20%. Prioritize efforts, eliminate or delegate less important tasks. Achieve more, reduce stress, and enjoy life. Embrace focus to unlock extraordinary results. Section 2, the 80-20 principle, a journey of continuous improvement. The 80-20 principle is not a one-time fix, it's a journey of continuous improvement. It's about consistently evaluating your efforts, identifying your high-impact activities, and refining your approach as needed. It's a dynamic process. Remember that your 20% may shift over time as your priorities and circumstances change. Regularly review your activities and adjust your focus accordingly. This ensures you're always maximizing your efforts. Don't be afraid to experiment and try new strategies. The 80-20 principle is a tool, not a rigid rule. Adapt it to your specific needs and find what works best for you. It's about personalization. Embrace the 80-20 principle as a lifelong practice. By consistently applying this principle and striving for continuous improvement, you can achieve greater success, happiness, and fulfillment in all areas of your life. The journey is the reward.